to TV5 News at 9. We are celebrating Women's History Month, speaking with local leaders who are really making a big impact right here in mid-Michigan. Joining us this morning's real treat is the new mayor of Saginaw, Mayor Moore. Good morning.
Good morning.
We appreciate you joining us. Thank you so much. Now,
Thank you for having me.
Of course, we love to have you here. Now, you are a lifelong resident of Saginaw. Tell us a little bit about your journey to becoming mayor.
My journey was a journey of anger in the beginning, but anger turned into fun. Back in 2013, Buena Vista High School, I was working there at the time, and they were closing it down. And I was angry because it just didn't seem like anybody was trying to help us. So I went to Lansing and I lobbied and, did my little thing, talking to people, saying, keep us open, let the kids finish their year. Long story short, I got some results. We did. Roger Kahn, who was our senator, he did go on the floor and asked to give us money to take us through. We closed in April, but the students were able to graduate in June. And at that point, I said, okay, when I really need you, you're not there. I am a lifelong resident of the city of Saginaw, and I love my city. And I'll do what I have to do to keep my city up and going so that we can have a place where we can live, work, and play. So that November of 14, I ran for city council. There were 18 other individuals. I had no experience, but all I had was faith, and I kept saying, I'm going to win. My friends laughed. Girl, quit playing, because I was a jokester in school, and it's like, you have lost your mind. My mom believed in me, and so she stood up. I gave myself a party, and she said, oh no, she's going to win. So my mother was my biggest cheerleader in terms of really pushing me, because I just laid back. And so, to make a long story short, I won.
Yes, you did.
I won. And when I won, I said, okay, I'm not going to be like so many that I looked up to. I want to be bigger and better. So I got busy. I got busy with the Michigan Municipal League.
Yes.
I got educated on what a politician should really do.
Sure.
And the one thing I learned through all my journey is that I'm a servant. I'm a servant to the people that I serve.
Yeah.
I don't want to be served. They ought to be served. Because without the community, I wouldn't be where I am right now. So it's a fun journey. It's a fun journey. It just is a fun journey.
And I love that you say that, because I can just hear in your voice and see in your face that you are passionate about the city of Saginaw, and about all of the people there and your job. Tell us a little bit more about that passion. Where does that come from?
I come from a family of 5. I'm the middle child. So, I guess it's that middle child syndrome. I've got to leave my mark somewhere. My sisters are educators. My mom was an educator. My dad was an insurance man. And they always gave. Our house was a Kool-Aid house.
Okay.
Everybody got one of them in their neighborhood. If you came over, my mama's favorite thing, she's Southern. You hungry? I'll feed you. Come on down, get you some food. Not gonna give you no money, but I'll feed you. So it was like a passion that I don't know. I watched my parents give and give willingly, and then I watched my peers, and it just became an obsession. It really became an obsession when I started to see things that needed to be changed. So, yes, I do call that.
Yes.
I love my city.
Yes, and you are changing things, and we love you. The passion, it just is so infectious. You talked about your mom and your dad. They were definitely your role models. Did anyone else help guide you on this path?
I had a lot of people that have influenced me. Mayor Loster. I take a little bit from a lot of people.
Yes.
And so when I started to name them, I know I'll forget them. I'll forget names. Wilma Ham, Joyce Hills, Ruby Daniels, Barnsley Hall. In our neighborhood, it was so tightly knit that we were all together all the time. Francis Hayes. I mean, it's just, I think that the people around me who were in leadership when I was coming up, they impressed me.
Yes.
And then I seen what they did, and some things I liked, some things I didn't. And so I took what I could use to make me who I am today.
Yes, it's like the saying goes, it takes a village, to raise a child,
Right.
and you're proof
Right.
positive of that. Tell us, why is it so important to have women, especially women of color, in public office?
I think that I'm at the table, and that's my favorite saying now. I have made it to the table.
Yes.
And last year, in 2020, I became the first African-American female in 122 years to be the president of the Michigan Municipal League.
Wow.
It was phenomenal. And so, with that little experience, well, because of the pandemic, it got cut short. But the year before I was the vice president, I think it's important for us to be at the table because we have a voice.
Yes.
We have, the majority of us, we have truly a compassion, a love, and I think we are good listeners. I don't think it, I know it. I'm a good listener.
I love that.
I'll let you talk about what you want to talk about, and when you're done, I'll say, okay, so now, this is what you said to me.
Right.
Now let me know if I'm hearing you right. And so I think we all answer our questions sometimes once we hear a recall back to us. So it's important for us to be a part of the decision making of our future.
Well, I have to tell you, Mayor,
I mean,
you are definitely at the table. You're eating at the table, you're drinking at the table, and you're passing things out to other people at the table. So you are truly a role model, and we appreciate you. And we thank you so much for calling in today and sharing your story with us. It's very, very inspirational.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome, and you can find more information in the hot link section of WNEM.com.